Bill McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place. With AI become a spin, join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.
Hey, welcome to the show. Boy, do we have a good show for you today. I have a special surprise guest who will be joining me in just a couple of minutes. And something really amazing to show you. But we'll get to that in a moment. Of course, I'm your host, Bill McIntosh. I'm the guy who's here to help you in the world of entrepreneurship. So if you don't know my track record, I've been around building successful internet businesses now for over 2 decades. And I've been able to generate over $100 million in revenue across my different businesses over that time. And now I have made it my personal life's mission to help as many entrepreneurs as possible to start their first business or build, scale, and grow their existing business. I found that my biggest impact that I can make on the world is to help my fellow entrepreneur so that we can help the economy, we can help our families, our employees, and some of us will build large businesses that support large groups of people. And so this is how I can make an impact on the world. And that's what this show is all about. I cover strategies, tactics, things like how to get traffic and visitors to your website, how to grow your sales. And today we're going to be talking about side hustles a bit. So one of the things that we're going to be covering in today's show are 6, count them, 6 different side hustles that you can do to be able to make a little bit of money on the side. And there's a few different reasons that people might want to do this. One is maybe you're trying to raise some capital to start your business. Because let's face it, building a real business, it does take some money. It takes an investment in infrastructure, it takes an investment sometimes in advertising or outsourcing or technology or whatever it might be. And not everyone has got a giant pile of money laying around. So a side hustle can be a great way to work a little bit of time on the side and generate some cash that you can then invest into your business. The other reason people love side hustles is because it's side money, right? Why? Who wouldn't love to work a few hours in the evenings and make a nice lucrative side income that you can supplement what you're doing now, whether you already have a business and you want a little extra on the side, or maybe you have you're working a day job and you want to supplement that with some extra income. And so today we're going to cover 6 different ways that you can do that. And the cool thing about these 6 side hustle ideas I'm going to be sharing with you are that they take literally no investment. There's a couple of them you have to use some inexpensive or free tools, but nothing I'm going to show you today costs more than, I would say, Producer Nick, what do you think? Like $20 to get started at the most?
Yeah, barely anything.
Cool. So then I have an important question to ask. I got to queue up ChatGPT so it can feed me this important question. And we'll kick things off with this.
Okay.
Okay. ChatGPT has been repeating to me the same jokes as always, but okay. Here is one that just might get a groan out of you. We'll see. Oh, no. So here is the dad joke to kick off today's show. Why did the banana go to the doctor?
Why?
Because it wasn't peeling well.
I actually really like that.
You like that one?
It's so stupid. I really enjoyed that one, actually. That was a good one.
Okay, so on the dad joke scale of 0 to 10, where does it fall?
Let's say like a very strong 7. Maybe like a 7.8.
A 7? Wow, that's wow. Okay, well, I deserve a dose of coffee for that. Audience, what do you say? Chat, and let me know in the chat. How do you rate that on the 0 would be like the most awful, groan inspiring joke. A 10 would be like an amazing, you're slapping it's a knee slapper. All right. So Okay, DE Production gave me a 7.2. Suzanne gives me an 8. Awesome, awesome. Oh, Suzanne. Hey, Suzanne, do you mind if I shared the success story you sent in? Let me know. If you're feeling shy and you'd rather me not, I won't. But I'm curious, would you mind if I did that? So let me know. Let me know in the chat, Suzanne. I recently received. I don't know when you sent it in, but recently my team they played it in our morning meeting today, and so I actually thought about sharing it, but I want to ask your permission before I do that. Okay, cool. All right. Well, so that kind of kicks off one announcement I want to make. So right now, actually last night we did a webinar, and I reopened a program of mine where you can actually partner with me, where you can team up with me, and we actually go and do some stuff to generate income together. And it's not just me, it's my whole team. So you have all of my technical marketing team, and we team up, we work together, and we build basically a way to generate revenue for both of us. So you and I split the profits. And Suzanne is in that program, and she sent me in this amazing testimonial that I wanted to share. And it's a great thing to talk about today, because we're going to be back tomorrow. I did a webinar last night. We ended up having some technical problems and had to end early. So I'm coming back tomorrow during the day. So we're going to be a little bit earlier. So for those of you who might be in the UK or other places around the world, it'll be earlier in the day. I believe it's scheduled for 12 noon tomorrow. So I want to give out that link. And producer Nick, I didn't give you this link, but I'm going to share it. Let's see, where can I share it here? Gonna find it real fast. And I will share it here. So I'm gonna just pop that in the chat right now. And so if you're interested in teaming up and partnering with me, and it's a way where we can earn commissions basically together. And you can register for that. It's tomorrow. We're doing a special encore of that. And you'll have a chance to join and partner with me if you'd like to attend that special training. And you can go to jobcrusher.com/let's partner to learn more about that. So there's a registration page there. You have to register in order to attend. It won't be here on YouTube. It'll be in a private broadcast room. So you can head there, register for that special training, and join us tomorrow. You'll have a chance to partner with me. So if you'd love to have a partner who's generated $100 million in revenue online, and you'd like to team up with me and all of my staff, then you're going to want to check that out. And that's something that Suzanne is in that program. And so what I'd like to do, let me see if I think I can share the audio for that. Let's see if it's going to let me. Let's see if this is going to work. I do a share system audio, share, okay. I accidentally revealed our mystery guest. We'll bring him on in a minute. But here is what I want to share with everyone. It's a little audio file. So I'm just going to hit play, and it should come through the mic.
Team, it was really amazing how quickly I saw results in the first month. I made my first commission as an affiliate marketer. This has been something I have been struggling to achieve in the past. I am thrilled and thankful to Bill and his team for helping me create a sustainable income model for growing my business. Thanks so much.
So there you go. Hopefully that came through. Did you hear that, Nick?
Yeah, that came through.
Oh, great. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to stop screen sharing. We'll go back to me.
Someone's curious, when did Suzanne start with us?
I think a little over a month ago, actually. Suzanne can confirm that in the chat, but I believe the date was the beginning of last month. So she can confirm that, but I think that's when. So that program, we've kind of modernized it, we've updated it, and then we relaunched it literally last night. So it's kind of like the 2.0 version of that the same program that Suzanne is in. And again, we'll be live tomorrow at noon Pacific. That's 3 Eastern. We did that for two reasons. One is we had some technical difficulties last night, so we're coming back for another chance to chat with everybody, but also to make it available to those in Europe. I know that when we do our evening broadcasts in Europe, it's like really early in the morning for most Europeans. So we'll be back tomorrow. So go check that out. You got to register. And make sure you put in your cell phone number so that you can get a text notification so you won't miss out. And it'll put a calendar reminder in your calendar book. So head on over there. And again, that is jobcrusher.com/let's partner. And I think I can pin that real fast before I'll pin that for the moment. Awesome. Well, next is a special guest. It's a special guest that maybe be unexpected for most of our audience, but it's a special guest who I am actually very proud of. And it is my youngest son is with us today. And I'll bring him on in just a moment. But I want to give you a little backstory and so you can understand why he's coming on the show today. So a couple of months back, he pitched me. He came to me. He's a student at Chapman University, and he just got his bachelor's degree. He's been studying data science and wants to become a data scientist. And so he's moved on, and he's now starting his first semester in the master's program. So he will be he's getting a master's degree and going to be becoming a data scientist. So I'm very proud of him for a lot of reasons. But he came to me a couple of months ago and he pitched me, sort of like, hey, I got this business idea. What do you think? And I thought it was an amazing idea. And so I thought, heck, I'll team up with him, right? I'm investing in businesses and buying and selling businesses. And so why not work with him and help him launch this business idea that he pitched me with? And so we've been working on it together. A lot, most of it, I got to say, has been on him, but we've been working on it together for the last couple of months. And I wanted to share with you just some insights about the process of building a business from scratch, from him having an idea and just pitching me to the point now where we will literally launch the business. And hopefully one of you will be our first official customers. How about that? So now we're going to do that live. And then I am still doing our training on side hustles, so that we're going to do that as our second half of today's show. So first half of the show is all about the little insight into a business that we are launching together. Second half of the show will be our 6 AI side hustles for beginners. And that's the agenda today. And so let's see here the best way to bring us all on. I think maybe that way. No. This way. No. Well, how about this way? There we go. And then, of course, we got producer Nick behind the scenes as well joining us. And he's been part of this. He's actually maybe becoming a co-founder of this business. We shall see. But welcome, Dylan. So everyone, this is my younger son, Dylan.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you all. I'm very excited to be here with you today and show you the business that we've been working on.
Yeah, there you go. So so that's Dylan. That's my younger son, Dylan, and everybody give him a big hello in the chat. So we'll give him a warm. I don't think he's ever been on streaming before. So is this your first live stream as a guest?
First ever live stream, yeah.
And Dylan is very he is often shy and reluctant to come out in front of the world. So welcome him, give him a big warm welcome. And I've been telling him he needs to show more people him being active as an entrepreneur. And, they call it building in public when you build a business visibly for everyone to see. So I've been kind of gently nudging him to come out of his shell and come out in front of the camera. So here he is.
I'm here.
Awesome. All right. Well, so you came to me with an idea, it has to do a little bit with the print on demand industry. So I think a lot of my audience is familiar with print on demand, and there are some different kind of like business opportunities where people will go and use a service to design a product and then try to sell it. Anybody here ever seen print on demand? Now let me know. Say yes or not yet in the chat if you're kind of familiar with what that is on print on demand. How you make a design and then you list it in a marketplace and then you try to sell it, right? So yeah, give me a big yes or a not yet in the chat there and let us know. Yes, okay. Yes, okay, a lot of yeses, a lot of yeses. T-shirts, yeah, that's the common one. A lot of people will do T-shirts, stickers. What are some of the other things, Dylan, I think in the print on demand?
Phone cases.
Phone cases, yeah, I think we might talk about phone cases today, maybe.
Yeah, we might.
So he came to me with an idea that I thought was amazing because he had a little method he wanted to do that would literally let anyone design anything for almost any kind of print-on-demand product you could imagine. Anything you can imagine in your mind, you can make and turn it into a product. And on an earlier show, I showed off as an example, here's a case that I made. I made this phone case with his tool. So I was able to log in, design this from scratch. I had no art, no design skills, I'm horrible at design. I'm even colorblind, so I don't even know what colors mostly are on that case. So I'm horrible at design, but I could log in, and in I think it took me 2 minutes to be able to actually make this phone case. And within, I think less than a week, it was at my doorstep and on my phone. So that's an example. And so the beta version of what we're launching it today, and you can make your phone case. Now, besides that, I know everybody here is interested in ways of making money, and there's a way to actually make money with this app that I'd like to show you as well. So not only can you make a really cool phone case for yourself or as a gift for your spouse or family or whoever, but you can also use this to actually make some money. So that's an example. And I know producer Nick, I think you probably can't come on camera, or can you?
I can if you want me to. I'm shy too. That's why I've never come on camera the whole time.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know if you want to show the case you made. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. If you don't want, it's up to you. If you want to come on and just show, you can just hold the phone case in front of you if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I don't know how to turn on my camera while we're midstream. Remind me next time before the stream so I can set up my camera, but
okay,
not this time.
All right. Well, then we'll show it. But basically, I'll describe it. It's pretty funny. He made a bit like a big buff workout guy in I think it's a wife beater shirt with a little saying on it, right? We won't talk about the saying, I guess, today, but the head of is a golden retriever. So it's a golden retriever who's like a big giant buff guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's his case. And then Dylan, you made a case too. You want to show yours?
Yeah. So this is the one I made. It's a little world in like a glass globe.
Awesome. Well then, so what I'd like to do is I'd like to show everybody the app, and we can talk a little bit. There's some little entrepreneurial lessons as we've gone along, because Dylan and I we meet almost daily, and we've gone through a whole process from him having the initial idea to then he had the first like workable mock-up, and then what have we made? At least a dozen versions of that, right? As we've been tweaking it and doing research, yeah.
Yeah, we've iterated hundreds of times at this point.
Yeah, so what we did is we did a process, and it's the process that I follow anytime I launch a business. Is I want to be able to make something and have like at least a bare minimum viable product and then test it. And so we made a version of it. We tested it amongst friends and family and just people we knew. And we learned. We actually videoed and recorded people using the app, and we watched where they had points of confusion. We watched to see what things they liked about the app, And then Dylan went back to the drawing board and made some changes. And then we do it again. And then he would go back and make more changes. And it's that same process for launching anything, whether it's a course, a digital product, or a physical product, or an app in Dylan's case. And that's the same process I would recommend to anyone, is that you just get it out there. And the first version is going to suck. Like, I mean, would you say, Dylan, the first version that we had people trying, like they couldn't even figure out how to use it, most of them?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of feedback from the first initial testers.
Yeah, so what we would discover is like we'd let somebody have it at the interface and they couldn't figure out how to use it, or they would be making mistakes or doing things that they weren't supposed to, and then, you know, again, just adapting and learning. So we didn't spend a lot of time initially trying to make the perfect product based on our ideas, because what I usually find is your initial idea is often wrong. I mean, what do you think, Dylan? Based on the first day you and I met, if you would have, like, without any user feedback, just designed it and spent, you know, the whatever 100, 200 hours of development time building your first vision, do you think it would have been good?
No, it's definitely changed a whole bunch from what I initially had imagined the whole layout of the website would be, and it's improved significantly.
Yeah, and we found that there were like ideas where he and I were chatting about, oh, wouldn't it be really cool if we did this? And what if we did this? And then as we watch the users, we're realizing that it's just going to make it way more confusing, difficult to use. And so there's several features that we are scrapping because of the feedback we got from our initial customers. So what I would like to do now is show you guys the app. And then it would be wonderful if anybody here wants to make their own custom phone cases. You could be the first amongst the public, like for us doing public marketing, they can actually go through and use the app and continue to give us feedback. I would still love to learn what, you know, if any part of the app is confusing, or if there are things that you wish you could do in the app, then you could give us that feedback. But we'll release the link in a few minutes, and you guys can use the app and get your own phone case. You could literally design anything you can imagine. So whether it's a hobby or just something really aesthetic like this here with the purple sunset in space, I think was what I said for that one. And then you order the case. And then here's the cool thing that I think a lot of you will be interested in. There's a referral program. And since you created that design, you forever can get a commission for anyone else who buys that same design. So if you design something that's aesthetically really cool and is appealing to others, you can make a commission every single time anyone else buys that same design. And then there's also a referral program. So you'll get a referral link. That link will point to your unique design. If they buy your design, you get a commission as a creator of the original designer of that design. But also, if they buy anything else, so let's say they go and make their own design, or they buy something else from the company, you also get a commission for that. And you'll just have one simple referral link. It'll point to your design, and then you'll get both. It's double commission. You get the commission as the creator, but you also get the commission by referring others, and you'll get that for anything that they buy. Okay. Awesome. I see Chris's question there about, can you upload pictures to the design? That's actually one of the very next features that we're going to be doing. So the answer is not yet, but we're close, I think. I think we kind of hashed out the best way to do it, but now we're going to be testing and implementing. But cool. So this is the referral program. Anyone who creates their own phone case can participate in the referral program. So you do need to make a case. Right now we're supporting phone cases. Next, we'll be supporting other products. So we have 2 other product types in mind that we will be supporting. And then we'll expand the product line. So the very first product in the catalog are phone cases. And then we're going to go from there. Do you guys have any requests about other kinds of products you'd like to see? So if you'd like to make other things, I don't know, other print-on-demand type products you might have seen, mugs, mouse pads, whatever. I'd love to hear that too. All right, so I'm going to share my screen, and then are we good to go ahead and do an order, Dylan?
Yep, everything is up and running.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is let me get a new browser window, and we'll head over there now. Okay, so again, our first product is phone cases. So you choose what kind of phone you have. And so for me, I'm going to pick my phone. And now we can imagine our case design. So this is literally anything you can imagine. Hey, producer Nick, should we make a money wizard?
Oh yeah, I like that.
Okay. What were some of the things? How did we describe the money wizard? He's I'm
trying to remember the prompt. It's on your machine.
Okay.
What was the prompt? He was. Let me see. I know it's in the CREF training. Remember that? That's how we did that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's try. I'll just do this. A wizard in green robes with a green hat and a long beard. He's lounging on the beach with girls surrounding him. He's wearing a gold necklace with a big dollar sign on it. Okay. And then we say, set my imagination free. Okay. And we can see here it's busy working, and we're now on the editor canvas. All this was created by Dylan, by the way. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so now we could reimagine the design and make new images if we weren't happy with it, but I kind of like this one. And then we can adjust, we can zoom see, this is the outline for my phone case. So I can zoom in like that, or I can zoom out. Also, if we find that the image isn't big enough, I can click the zoom out button. So I'm going to do that real quick. So we're going to zoom out, and that's going to shrink the image down so I get a little bit more of the wizard and maybe a little bit more of the girls on the phone case, just the edge of them. And then Dylan, if you see in the chat, I don't know, are you able to see the chat?
Oh, there it is. I didn't even know I could see it. I found it.
Yeah, so then they're giving a lot of good feedback in there about products and other things you might want to take notes on. So
okay.
There we go. So I zoomed out a bit, and I think that's a good shot. Let me see. I'm gonna shrink it a little bit. I just want the edges of the girls visible. And there you go. What about that? That's pretty epic. What do you think, Nick?
I really like that. It's a good idea. I kind of want the phone case. It's not my phone, though.
Yeah, well, you'll be able to make it on your phone type. Okay, so I'm going to say I like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in. So you got a couple of choices. The snap case is very thin. The tough case is still very thin, but it's a little bit thicker and tougher. So I like that, and I'm going to go with gloss finish. And then we're going to say build my creation. Okay. So now I'm going to put my real information in. So just a moment. Which, by the way, what do you think about that? Just like, you see how like in just a minute, 2 minutes, we've designed a really cool phone case. Okay. So then, Dylan, any reason I shouldn't use my normal email? Because I think I'm in the orders table. Should I make a different email address?
Yours should work fine.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put that in. And then the next step is it goes to checkout. Okay. And so we can see here, now we're just going to check out. So I'm going to, and you get a preview. See up here, the little snapshot of what your phone case is going to look like. And so here, I'm going to check out off screen so I don't share my credit card with everyone.
What? You're not going to share your credit card with everyone?
Sorry. We'll have to do that another
coupon code.
You got to be more transparent.
Okay. Okay. Now I was actually almost about to ship it to Las Vegas. That's not where I want to send it. One second while I complete my checkout. Okay. I think I got all that set. Pay. Confirm I'm human. Okay, I am human. Oh, wait a minute. It is not repeat. Okay. Okay, that's weird. Okay, I got a thing checking, making sure I'm not a robot. Hey, we're good. Look at this. Now, check this out. So here is my own unique referral link, okay? So I'm going to take this link, and if any of you want a money wizard on your phone, and you don't need the same model phone as I do, you can make it for your phone. And I'm going to go ahead and send that out, and I'm going to pin that for now. And you can go make your own phone case. So you can either, at this point, go and get the money wizard. So here, I'll show you what I think. Can I use my own referral link? Dylan, I don't know if it's going to break anything.
Yeah, that should work.
Okay, so there you go. You'll go to a page like this, and you can either order the money wizard or you can design your own if you want to go back in and design your own. So what'll end up happening is now when you're referred, you'll put, let's say you have a Google phone, we're going to put a different model in. We'll just go with Pixel 8, customize this design. And so you go right back to this editing screen, okay? So then you can adjust it, shrink it. You know, let's say you want to zoom in just on the money wizard. And the other thing you can do is make your own design. So you can come back in here, and in the down here, we can say something else. So if you don't want a money wizard and you want we'll say for the gals in the audience here, a witch in green robes with a green hat and a long beard with muscular guys surrounding her. Okay, let me just fix this. Not molecular. Muscular. Okay, boy, I just can't spell today. Her. Okay. I just caught a little tiny bug there, Dylan. I noticed it's.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so let's try this. So we're going to hit generate new design. And so if you guys want to make up a new design, now I have a coupon code for you guys. Uh-oh.
I'd only get likes the muscular guys.
Oh, it's triggering a content filter.
Whoa.
You know, let's do this. I'm going to remove the guys, and let's see if it will.
Oh, so she still has a beard, so it's confused.
Oh, we're doing a bearded lady. Okay, thanks, Nick. Let's fix that.
It also might confuse it because you say he is lounging.
Oh, yes. So let's.
I also have a nice one I made that I can share in the chat.
I want to see.
Okay, so for everybody who, if you make a case, oh, there you go. That's not. So almost, I'm surprised that didn't hit content moderation, but. So there you go for the gals in the audience. That could be your phone case. But you can design your own phone case. You don't have to use my design. And if you use at checkout, when you go to the checkout page, just use the code BILL10 for $10 off at checkout. And then you can actually, it's like a little mini side hustle in and of itself. So you can, here we'll come back on camera. So what you can do is when you make that phone case, if you have a social media presence, when you get the phone case, take a video unboxing it and show it on camera and share it on social media. Share it with me and Dylan as well. We would love to see you unbox your phone cases. And you just take your referral link and then other people can go either buy your case or like you saw me, redesign their own and you get commission. And so right now, the commission, you know, this is early. It's subject to change, but the commission is 26% is of the sale. So 26% of the sale will go to you in commission, actually with the $10 off coupon. Well, actually, no, you won't be offering that. So yeah, you'll get 26% commission on every item that is purchased. Now, do you guys, are you curious at all? Have any questions about the founding process of how we, thought through this, how we're launching it, what our plan is for marketing or anything at all? I'd love to get your questions on it. And then what do you think of it? What do you think of the app itself? I'm super impressed with what Dylan was able to build here.
Yeah, this is really cool.
So I don't think Regina wants the money witch.
Understandable.
I made in Midjourney, I made a money dog. It's actually it's at the top of the you've seen it, Dad. You saw it too, Dylan. The golden retriever in the side hustle slides. I'll send it to you, Dad, if you wanna share that. I made that in Midjourney yesterday.
Cool. Yeah. So I would love to see what the audience makes. So today, the unofficial sponsor of the show is Nizzly. So courtesy of my co-founder and the main mind behind the brand, which is Dylan. Mm-hmm. So let me know if you guys have any questions about the process. You have questions for us, and then we're going to move on to today's main topic, which is the 6. Let's get to squeeze them in here. There we go. 6 side hustle ideas that you can make. Actually, I need to add this to our side hustle list.
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I guess on that note, talking about behind the scenes, I guess I could talk a little bit about, we had that chat Sunday, mm-hmm. and for everyone listening, I'm starting to get involved in this. And one of the first things I'm doing is I'm trying to work with influencers. So maybe we'll be able to, after I work with some influencers and we have some data, we can circle back and I could talk about how that went.
Yeah. Would you guys like us to document that, the process of our rollout plan? I can tell you a little bit of just off the top what we're doing. As Nick said, we're going to micro influencers. So influencers who have a presence, but they're not giant, right? So they're not going to be super expensive. We're going to go to them first. And then we're doing that for 2 reasons. 1, it lets us put our toe in the water to test. But 2, they're going to be recording videos. So they're going to be making unboxing videos and showing them building their phone case. And it all becomes footage that I can use for ads later, right? So if you think of imagine like a little montage of like 5 or 6 different people making different kinds of phone cases and showing what they are. Then we're going to use and do paid ads using all of that user-generated content for footage.
Yeah.
And then once we're
content.
It's content for sure, and we may get sales as well. So not only do we get the content, but we get the sales.
Yeah, if you want to launch a business, you want to launch a product, but you don't want to commit a lot up front to an untested idea, right? You don't want to burn $1,000 down the drain on an idea you don't know if it's going to work. Using this strategy, working with micro-influencers and going with, they call it UGC, user-generated content. This is a very cost-effective way. And the way you put it, Bill, is put your toe in the water. Just to test and try it out. I would recommend this is the strategy anyone takes if they're launching their business for the first time. We did this a little bit with Element of Zen. Do you remember when we were doing that? And I wish I went really hard on it because it, with the small amount of money we spent doing that, it was disproportionately successful. Remember the Carnelian stuff?
Yeah, well, I also know that, we also were trying to get free influencers. And I think that's also maybe where we went wrong a little bit. We should have went up to the level where you have to pay them, but but
it's not like Kylie Jenner. It's not like huge brand deals. It's people maybe they have like 10,000 followers and they're doing very small brand deals, but you can get a disproportionate amount out of those micro influencers.
Yeah, and then one of the things that we will do is we're going to be monitoring, and this is something that I've been, talking with Dylan about, is that we break business down essentially into a math problem, which is I think that makes it easier for you to kind of think about, right? It's not this cloudy, fuzzy idea. You break it down into an actual math problem, which is we're going to measure how much does it cost us to acquire a new customer, and then we're going to measure how much does that new customer generate in revenue, right? So do they buy more than one phone case? How many people do they refer? Maybe for every customer we get, we end up referring another one. And then we can measure the value of a new customer compared to what it's costing us. And we just start adjusting the dials and tweaking and changing to make that math equation work out, right? So if it turns out we're acquiring customers for $100, but we're only making 50, well, then we have to adjust the equation and figure out how to lower our customer cost or increase the value per customer that we get when we acquire them. And so that's what's coming next. So as producer Nick goes out and gets influencers, we start gathering video footage for ads. We'll start to spend a little bit on ads. I'm not going to go crazy, but we'll spend a little bit on ads. And we'll be gathering that data to start to fill in the equation to decide what to do. And then all during that time, I know Dylan's highly interested in feedback from the customers and looking at how they're using the app, things like that. Now, I've been talking a lot, Dylan. I haven't given you a chance to really say much. So from your perspective, you're starting out, you've had zero business experience. Have you learned anything through this process of working with me that you think others might find valuable?
Oh, yeah. So like my dad said, I come from a data science background in school. I had never touched web development and like making a website until starting this project. It's a skill that I hadn't ever used. And over the past couple of months, I've learned it myself. So you don't even have to specifically know how to do what you want to do. You just have to have the willpower to put the time into learning how to do it. And so what I've spent the past couple months doing is just learning how to make a website, how this whole process goes. And so if there's something you want to do, it doesn't matter what tools you have to use. Just make sure you actually put the time in to learn how to do it, learn what tools to use to get there. Just have the end goal in mind and keep pushing your way towards that.
Yeah, I think that's part of it too, is it's been good for you and I, because you get to come to me when you're having difficulties with your path forward. And I think that's been helpful too, to having,
all the little moments of friction I've had my dad to go and ask a question. And you're like, hey, is this way better? Is this way better? And get a little guidance on where to go.
I have a question for Dylan.
Yeah.
You said you had no experience in web development before, and it's something you had to learn for the first time. How long would you say it took you to learn this new skill before you could, actually build the website and use it practically?
Well, I never actually went and fully dove into like courses or anything. I used Claude and GPT to help me get started and like teach me. So I learn as I go, as it like helps me find out how to make the structure of the website. And so that's helped me a lot, speed up the learning, and use that to go then find questions online, like find the questions to ask online if I get stuck from anything from there. So it's just using that has helped me a whole bunch learn in the past couple of months.
So that's
something you said there.
ChatGPT to help you.
Yeah. I want to emphasize that for a minute too, because I noticed, Dylan he was using Claude, so Anthropic's Claude, which is essentially the same as ChatGPT 4.0. Depends on which one you like. You can use either one. But one of the ways that I like to use it, and I noticed Dylan doing the same thing, is I let it be my teacher and my guide. So if I don't know how to do something, I'll first get it, I'll get it familiar and I'll ask it, hey, do you know about such and such? And if it says yes, and then I start to ask it questions. Well, then how do I do X? How should I approach this? Is there any terminology that you need to tell me about or that I need to learn? And I let it be my teacher, right? It's like becomes like the professor for me. And I just grill it with questions to learn the subject. And I don't think a lot of people are using it that way. I know a lot of people are using it to like churn out content and create things, but not many are using it as an actual tutor. So I think that's a big lesson right there.
You know what I've done? When I want to use it for content, I'll start talking to it as if I want it to teach me. Like you're an expert in programming. And then it talks to me about programming and I go back and forth about 5 responses. And then I get it to produce the content. And when I do that first, when I prime it that way by getting it to teach me first, I feel like the output is a lot better because you're assigning it the role of a teacher and an explainer. That's just me. I've never seen that anywhere. It could just be placebo. I've never, I'm not testing. I'm not split testing. I've never split tested this content, but I've done that before, and I could tell you I've personally found it effective.
Yeah, that tends to work. But the one thing I will say is I would never, when I was using it to help teach me, it was more so teach me what questions to ask. Because I going into web dev, I didn't know what questions to even look up online. So I used it more as like a guide to show me what questions to ask me, to then go do my own research. Because if you don't do that second step of going to do your own research, you will get stuck in wherever ChatGPT fails. So you need to learn to take the questions from what it's telling you and to go search yourself.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, I see questions about the technology itself. So we're doing a bunch of custom things behind the scenes that we'll get way too technical to jump into that today, DE. But maybe we'll talk more about that in the future. But we're not using any of the normal tools you might be thinking about that you mentioned in there. It's a custom thing that Dylan's doing. So that's the beauty of his background, right? With a background in data science, he is learning how to create those systems. So when it comes to like building large language models and fine tuning them and machine learning, and that's kind of his whole, that's what you're working on, right, Dylan?
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm learning.
Okay. There's a question about the app. It's from RV Andy's Getaways. And he says, so if we design a case, do we have to pay or does it stay on the app for sale?
So once you buy it, that's what unlocks the referral program. So once you have created your own case, then you become part of the referral program. So I think so yes, you do have to buy it. You could get $10 off. I gave you that coupon code. But once you have created and purchased your own case, you then can take your referral link and share that with others to earn your commissions. And you'll be getting, when you do that, you get, for every person who you refer, no matter what they buy, you're going to get $5. And then if they buy the case that you created, you get an additional $5. So you get to double up. So that's the rewards on that right now. And then Dylan, do you want feedback from anybody if they're encountering issues or they have the things they wish they could make or wish they could do with the app? Do you want to hear about that stuff?
Yeah, I'd love to hear feedback. Any sort of issues you guys run into, or any problems that you wish the app could solve, like any sort of things you wish you could do to the image, any features like that, please give feedback. I'd love to hear it.
Cool.
On that note, there is a question from Selena Laverne. She's asking about if this app has this specific feature. She says, can you add an option to upload a pic or even merge two pictures together?
That's a Dylan question.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we plan on implementing the upload image feature. That's one of the next steps that we're going to actually. And then the merge image, that is not something I had planned for, but that is a good idea. I had not even thought about that.
Cool. Yeah, I see a question from RV Andes. I want to show something here, and that might help those who are watching. Let's go to my screen. Where's my screen? There it is. So there's the money witch. So if you're having trouble centering the design, you have a couple of different options. And so one is you can, if you drag that bottom corner, you can make it smaller and bigger. Let's say you don't want the money witch, you just want a headless phone case, right? You could drag it over there, or you can move it down here if you wanted to focus on her money bling. And then you can make it bigger again. Now, if you don't have enough space and you can't quite get it to focus on what you want, then the thing to do would be to zoom out. So you come up here and you just click on zoom out. And then it's going to give you a lot more space. So watch what it does. We'll give it a moment to reload. And hopefully the content moderation is okay with the money witch. Which, by the way, yeah, we are dealing with content moderation that is checking for adult content and other things that can hang it up. But there we go. So see how it zoomed out? So that now gives us more room to adjust. And of course, if you want to then just make a new image, let's just go. Here's something that I found very, very intriguing. Let's call it an inspirational sunset. Sometimes the simplest descriptions, even just the word sunset, makes some amazing design. So let's take a look at this. Let's see what it says. And when you're typing your prompt in here, you can say colors. Oh, that's cool. All right, so then we can just center it on the sun and boom, that's now our phone case. Or let's convey an emotion. Let's call it dedication. So that's kind of cool. Not sure why it thinks of that as dedication. So let's say, if I could spell beauty properly, let's just say beauty. Let's see what it comes up with. Well, there we go. So, and then you can play with this, like I can zoom out. And come on. So at this point, I'm going to leave it to the audience then to play around with Nizzly and let us know in the chat feedback that you've got. about the product, and questions you have about things you wish it could do, or products you wish it could support. And then, of course, everyone who makes a case has the opportunity to earn money with that case using the referral program. And we'll be talking more about this in the future. So we'll come back on camera. Dylan, anything else you want to talk about before we jump into the rest of the show?
I sent you over one of my referral links that I wanted to share with everyone.
Is that in? Oh, actually, I
chat.
did not see Discord. Okay, let me get that. Copy link.
It's a dinosaur flying through space.
Okay, here, let's go. Oh, there you go. Look at that. A space dinosaur. I'm not focused on the screen. It helps to show everybody. There's the space dinosaur. And then I think this was one I think producer Nick wanted to show me, of making a case out of that. So all of these are examples. So pretty fun to play with this. And I actually keep making cases. I'm going to have like a whole collection of cases, I think, by the time I'm done. So too many of them that I like.
There's some commentary that I thought was interesting in terms of features.
Mm-hmm.
It's RV Andy's, and he wanted to know about having adjustable text where you could change the font size or move it around, kind of independent of the background image, which is something we talked about a little bit, and that was something he was curious about.
Okay. Yeah, one of the things I'm seeing, I noticed, I don't know if you saw Regina's feedback, Dylan, about wanting to figure out how to go back to the previous edits. I know that's a feature that's right at the top of the list. And then the ability to add their own photos, that's what Sally's asking for. So I know those are two features that are right at the top of the list. So.
Yeah, some of these are on the roadmap to come soon. The text, adding the text is a feature that is on the roadmap.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and move on. So Dylan, if you want to drop out, then, but everybody else, we would love to make a phone case for you. So go check it out, make your own case, design anything you can imagine. And then of course, we'd love to have you as a referral partner as well. And we'll, actually the way our referral partner program works out right now, the partner actually gets more profit than we do for every purchase. So it's very lucrative for everyone if you decide to be a partner with us.
Yep. And thank you everyone for listening and checking out the site. And thanks for the feedback. Keep sending it through if you have any more. Yeah. Thank you everyone.
Cool. Thanks, Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Dylan.
Bye-bye.
All right. So then I pinned my, here, I'll put myself back on primary. Where am I? There we go. So I pinned my link to that, to the Money Wizard in the chat. So you can go either get the Money Wizard case or you can make your own, either way. So what you do is when you click to customize the case, when you land on that landing page, you can customize it, or you can just go to nizly.com and start from scratch if you want to do it there. And then we'll keep you updated on this. So as our marketing plan is rolling out, as we're, you guys as part of my community here, we'll share the whole thing. We're all an extended member of the family, and we'll share the whole journey with you. And then, of course, I would really love if any of you get interested in the referral program. I am going to be doing some specific training about how to use the referral program to make money with a side hustle. So, and heck, it could even become a full-fledged business as a referral. But we'll talk about that in future sessions coming up. Okay, and then. Yeah, and then keep your feedback coming. If you do have additional feedback, you can pop that into the chat. I'll share all of your feedback with Dylan after the show. So if there's anything else, I see other people asking about wanting to support different phones and things like that. So any of that stuff, let us know in the chat. I'll share all of it with Dylan. And then hopefully you guys can make a case that you would like. And again, use the coupon code BILL10. So it's just BILL, the number 10, 10, all together. You use that at checkout and you can save $10 on the purchase. Okay. Awesome. Then with that, we're going to be going on to the second half of today's show. We're going to talk about side hustles. So, and we have a way for you to win an iPad or Android tablet again today. So today will be the third time in a row, for those of you who have joined us with our live show, that you'll have a chance to win the iPad or the Android tablet device. So we're going to do that a little bit later. We'll let you know how you can win that. So before I get on to the presentation, I want to just plug one more time our partnership program. So tomorrow at noon, I am going to be live again. Let me just get my link, and I'm going to pop it into the chat again. So if you'd like to partner with me, like Dylan did, we won't build an app together, but if you would like to partner with me and have a way to make some awesome commissions, like you heard me play Suzanne's success story earlier today, if you'd like to be part of that program and partner with me and my whole team, you'll want to register for that training. I just dropped the link into the chat. That's jobcrusher.com/let's partner. So if you would also like to be my business partner and for us to team up and make some money together, then go to that link. You can register. It's a private session. It's not on YouTube. It'll be a private broadcast. Register for that. It's tomorrow at noon. We're doing our encore. We kicked that off last night, and we'll be back tomorrow at noon. And again, that link is jobcrusher.com/let's partner, and that is in the chat. Cool. So we're going to be covering, I have a whole deck presentation of the 6 best ways to make profit with a side hustle. And these side hustles, you can start them with, most of them you can start for free. A couple of them require very inexpensive tools that maybe cost $20 to get started. All of them can make money quickly. So if you're looking for a way to make some money on the side that can go fast, then you're going to want to pay attention to the next training session. But before we get to it, I'm going to take a very quick commercial break. I'll be back in just about 2 minutes, and I'll see you in just a minute, and we'll get on to the side hustle training for today. See you in just a minute.
The presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had PushButton AI do all the work, didn't you?
that's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using PushButton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This PushButton AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
And I'm back. So we have a YouTube ad break going as well. So some of you might be seeing ads from YouTube, but the whole audience will be back here in just a moment. So Welcome back. For those of you who see me, of course, those of you who have YouTube Premium, you won't see ads. And YouTube is a little bit weird. Sometimes it shows ads, sometimes it doesn't. But I know that the YouTube ad break should be wrapping up here in just a moment. I am going to re-up my coffee. Got to have that. Try not to break my monitor. And we're going to get into it. Let's see here. I got to go back to screen sharing. Well, actually, I'll kick it off without screen sharing, but let's do this. There is my presentation. And let's see. And producer Nick, what is the keyword phrase we are targeting again today?
AI side hustle ideas.
Okay, AI side hustle ideas. Okay, got it. So audience, if you've been on my shows, then you know that I'm recording this next bit of training, and you might hear me making notes for my editors. You might hear me doing retakes, things like that. So if you hear me doing that, you know what's going on. When I finish recording the segment of training, then we're going to go to your questions. So we'll go to open Q&A and we'll answer all of your questions. And that will happen after I finish this segment. And then at the very end, we're going to do our iPad and Android tablet giveaway. We've given away one every week. So it was I think it was it Ken Davis? I won the first week, and then last week, who won last week? Producer Nick.
That is a user. Her YouTube name is Live Your Best Life and Be Fierce.
There we go. So then this week, hopefully it will be you. And we're going to do that after this segment of training. Cool. Well, I think that's it. And one little lesson that is useful for everyone. The reason I was asking producer Nick about what the keyword phrase is because I want to make sure I say it. So when we make videos, we're targeting two audiences. One is just anybody who might be recommended the video on YouTube. But the other audience that I am targeting are people who are searching. So they're actually, we always target both viral kind of organic traffic, but also search traffic. And this is really, really important for a smaller channel because that's how you can kind of get some evergreen momentum going. And so we always are targeting both. And one of the things in a YouTube video, if you want that YouTube video to rank in search, is that the words and phrases you want to target, your keywords, you need to actually say them in the video. And I mean, I know that's for some people who'd be like, well, no, duh, that's common sense. But a lot of people don't know that. So not only do you want to use the words and phrases in the title of your video, in the description, the written text description of your video, but you also want to say them out loud in the video itself. And when you do that, you can really optimize a video to target for those keyword phrases. Now, your video has to perform well. If it's an awful video that no one wants to click on or no one wants to watch, then all the optimization in the world is only going to get you very temporary results. But when you have a good video that people want to click on and they want to watch it, and you've done all those things, you can rank in YouTube search. And you'd be surprised, even brand new channels, even channels with lower clout can rank in YouTube search when you get all those things right. So that's why I asked that. And that's why I'm going to make sure I say that phrase when we're doing our presentation. Okay, so let me move that over here. Okay. Okay. So it's a pasture in Arkansas is our case study today. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm starting the training now. A lot of people ask me, what is the best AI side hustle idea for them to launch? They're looking for a way to make some money on the side. That could be because you're trying to generate revenue to fund a business, or maybe you just want to make some extra side money from your full-time job. Well, today I'm going to be showing you 6, let's count them, 6 side hustle ideas. They're the best ones because they're going to get you to profitability fast. So you go like that and you got money in your hands, right? It's pretty much like that. And they don't cost a lot of money to start. In fact, several of them you can start absolutely free. I think there's a couple of them that maybe you got to spend $20 to fund an AI tool in order to do it. All of them are viable. I'll show you proof. In fact, one of the case studies that we're going to talk about today is a pastor who actually is using AI tools to generate a $3,000 a month side hustle business. So we're going to be covering that and so much more. So if you have ever wanted to start a successful side hustle business and you've wanted the idea of which is the right business to do, I'm going to show you on today's video. So keep on watching. And by the way, I'm going to be sharing a slide deck filled with resources and lots of valuable information. And if you'd like to get a copy of that deck, you'll see a link in the description below. Click it. You can get totally for free the complete deck for you to download and get all of this information to browse yourself. So I'll drop that link in the description below, but let's get to it. All right, so now I'm going to share my screen. Let me get the screen sharing going. Note to editor, you can clean this up as needed. But let's get screen sharing up and there and there. And producer Nick, you may want to drop out. And we'll go here and we'll bring the deck around, okay? All right, again, the deck you see on the screen here is free, and you can download it. All you got to do is go to the link that you see down below, subscribe to our free newsletter, and you will get a copy of this slide deck. Now, we're going to be covering 6 ideas that you can go from a complete beginner with no experience to making as much as $3,000 a week, not a month, a week, as a side hustle. Now, so if you ever wanted to know what your side hustle idea is that you should be doing, and you've thought, can I use tools like ChatGPT or a tool like Midjourney or other things like that to actually produce an income, you absolutely can. And so one of these side hustle ideas that I'm going to share with you below, a pastor did it in Arkansas to make $3,000 a week. And he says he only invests 10 to 20 hours to make that $3,000, okay? And he's using ChatGPT to do this side hustle that I'm going to be revealing below. One second here. Let me just do this. Okay, cool. Okay, note to editor, you can clean that up, okay? So really quick, let's define what a side hustle is, because I don't think a lot of people are really clear on this. And especially what counts as a good side hustle. You'll see lots of nonsense videos on YouTube that talk about side hustles that are just not good, they're fake, or they just don't work. And so we're going to be covering today, number 1, how fast can you start the side hustle? How well does it work using AI tools? So if you're not a creative genius, you're not a designer or a technical person, how do you leverage AI, and how well does that side hustle work with AI? The third thing we're going to be measuring these on is, can someone who is a beginner do the side hustle? 4, how expensive is it to start? So we're looking for things that are going to be inexpensive and won't have a giant barrier for you to get started. And can you do it part-time? That's the criteria that we use to pick the side hustles that we're going to be covering today. Now, most of the time, you'll see people talking about side hustles, and really, either they're talking about something that's going to take at least a full-time effort, to like essentially replace a full-time job, or a new business. If you're trying to start an entire business with products and customers and all of that, and those are not side hustles. So today, we're going to be talking about something that does not take a full-time effort, and it does not mean that you're going to have to start a whole business with customers and all that kind of stuff. Okay? Side hustles are supposed to be easy, low commitment, money-making ideas that you can start on the side, cheaply and work on a part-time schedule. And so we found 6 that meet this criteria, and they're not going to make you rich. Don't get me wrong. These are not like pie in the sky, $1 million business ideas, but you can easily make your first $1,000 online if you do these. So let's get into the first idea. And idea number 1 are podcast packages. You might be wondering, what the heck is that? Now, I can tell you, as someone who produces content on the internet and who has a podcast, that this is a highly sought after service. So there are so many podcasts out there. There are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of podcasts on the internet. Every one of those podcast hosts needs help. They need transcripts, show notes, they need jingles, they need show intros, they need social media support, and a ton of different things in order to make their podcast good and to get people to pay attention. So that's where you come in. You come in and you provide some simple services to help podcast hosts, have good quality podcasts using AI tools, and you can get paid very, very well. So here's an example. This is actually a package of services on Fiverr. So this person is selling their services, supporting podcasts on Fiverr. So you can see here, she has 392 5-star reviews, and her services start at $115. Now, you might be thinking that you need some kind of specialized knowledge or specialized skills to do this. You absolutely do not. Anyone, and I mean anyone, can do these with the right AI tools, okay? Now, let's just do some math here. So I'm actually gonna pull up my calculator on my computer, and then we'll do some quick math. So let's do that math together. So let's say we know she got at least 392 orders because that's how many reviews she has. She likely got way, way more. Those are just the people that gave her reviews, okay? Now, we've looked at her profile, and we can see that most of the services, they go from anywhere from $150 all the way up to $200, okay? That's where most of her purchases are. But let's just do the math at 115. Like, that's her cheapest service. So let's times 115, and you can see that $45,000 in podcast services. Now, I can tell you with total certainty that what she is doing can be done easily by anyone. You can do this. Let me show you more about this. First thing that she's offering are show notes, okay? So if you wanted to produce podcast show notes using AI, here's how I would recommend you do it. First, you generate a podcast transcript. There's several ways to do this. One of them is a very cheap tool called Otter.ai. So Otter.ai, you literally can just upload it and it will transcribe it for you. There are many other tools that do it as well, but you can transcribe up to 300 minutes of content for free. So that's one of the reasons I'm focusing on Otter, is you can transcribe your first customer's podcast, probably your first couple of customers, and do it absolutely free. And then the paid version is only $16.99 a month, okay? So we're gonna first get a transcription of the show notes. Now, the other thing, if the podcast is on YouTube, it's even easier to get the transcription. You just copy and paste the URL into this website here, youtubetranscript.com, and it will download the whole transcript for you, okay? So that's step 1. We're gonna get the transcript of all the words that were said in the broadcast, okay? And then step 2, we're going to use Claude. So this is the AI created by the company called Anthropic, and we're going to use Claude. We're going to copy and paste the entire transcript. We're going to put it in Claude, and then we're going to be asking Claude some specific prompts, okay? So I'll talk about the prompt in just a minute. And by the way, ChatGPT, which is the one that a lot of people use, I use it quite a lot, but Claude is just better for this, okay? So because transcripts are lengthy, Claude is going to be your best option. So you paste the entire transcript into Claude, and this is the prompt that you use here. So this prompt is free. You can download it from us. Again, I'll link in the description below so that you can go get this prompt yourself. You just paste this prompt in, you paste in the transcript, and it's going to generate a podcast summary for you, okay, or show notes, your podcast show notes. Now, there's an alternate step. You could also use a tool called Pod Squeeze, okay? So Pod Squeeze, you don't need prompts. You just upload the podcast and it will generate them, okay? So that is one of the first things that she's offering, which are show notes. And you can do this for free or very inexpensively. And as you saw, this person here has made over $45,000 doing this very thing. Alternate, for podcasts, you can also provide podcast editing services. So one of the things that in a podcast, the hosts are often filled with lots of repetitive stuff. They'll say ah, they'll have gaps, they'll have uncomfortable pauses, all those little things that they want to edit out. Okay, again, we can use AI to do this all for you. So luckily, a lot of podcast guests surprisingly don't know this. So you can come in, offer podcast editing services, and I recommend you use a tool called Descript. So Descript is very inexpensive, $12 a month to get started with it, and it will actually do this for you. I use this. So I use Descript and literally upload my podcast, and I just tap two buttons and it does all the podcast editing for me. Also, you can use it to remove noise. You can do it to improve and polish the quality of the audio, so it makes it sound like professional quality audio, and so much more. And you just click some buttons. It doesn't take any technical knowledge to do this. It's easy, okay? So let's talk about the different criteria. Question one, how fast is it to start, okay? You can be up and running on Fiverr today, literally today. Technically, you could be ready to get in business immediately, okay? Now, as an account that has 0 reviews, you are going to want to realize that you might want to be offering your first few services for cheap because you want to get reviews, okay? Once you start to get reviews, you'll get some momentum, all right? So when you start off cheap, and you can get quick momentum and get your first orders in the door, and you want to start to get some reviews consistently, and then you begin to raise your prices, and that's where the profitability comes in. But you could conceivably get to a point where you're having consistent orders coming in, and I think that process might take a couple of weeks to establish if you work on this, consistently every night, okay? So once you collected your first few reviews, I could see how you could easily pull in $1,000 a week with these packages, okay? Price your packages at about $100, and you want 10 orders a week, and you're there. Now, the second criteria is, does this work well with AI? Absolutely. AI is an excellent match for this. Criteria 3, can a beginner do this? Yes, the AI tools that we just showed you can be used by anyone. At the most, it might take you an hour to learn how to use these tools. They are not technical tools. They don't require specialized knowledge or understanding. They're very easy to use. The fourth criteria, how expensive is it to start this? Okay, so technically, this side hustle you can do for free. All the tools that we've mentioned have free versions. And if you upgrade, the pricing's cheap. Even once you have to upgrade and once you have orders coming in, you have money coming in the door, Otter's only $16.99 a month, Claude's only $20 a month, Pod Squeeze is $18 a month, Descript is only $12 a month. So you can see that this is very inexpensive, even once you're having to pay for the non-free version of those tools, okay? So the next thing is, can you do this part-time? Absolutely you can. So I think in the evening, you can spend a little bit of time, monitoring your Fiverr messages and your requests and orders coming in. Fulfilling these orders takes no time at all. And I think you could do this side hustle at about 10 hours a week. I think that is realistic. All right, that moves us to side hustle number 2. And a lot of people wonder if this is legit. Can you use AI image tools and then sell those images? That's what we are really talking about here, is taking an AI image, something that you might make using, there's a whole variety of tools. I'll talk more about that in a minute. There's a lot of ways to do it. You can make different images, you upload them to stock image sites, and then you can make money doing this. Now, I think people are skeptical and they wonder, can this really work? And yes, it can. So let me show you how you can do this. And again, I will remind you that this resource, the document that I'm sharing on the screen and the prompts and all of the stuff that I have is absolutely free. Just look at the link in the description, click it, go check it out, and you can get this entire deck and all the resources 100% free. Okay, let's get back to it. Stock images are our second ideas. So you can sell AI images to stock image sites. Now, you have to look at the terms. Some sites don't allow AI and some sites do. So you want to pay attention. But many of the big sites, there's like Pexels, Dreamstime, even Adobe Stock Image allows you to do this. You can take AI generated art, you can upload it, and you can get paid when people use your images in their work, okay? Now, I do recommend Midjourney. Midjourney creates some pretty cool art, and Midjourney is something that they have a lot of custom parameters that you can do to tweak and adjust. In fact, we've done some training on the channel I'll talk about in a moment to help you with this, to help you learn how to use Midjourney. But Midjourney is a powerful image editing tool, okay? So like here's some examples. So these are actually real examples of Midjourney art that are on these sites, okay? Now there are dozens of stock image libraries. You know, we've mentioned 3. So we talked about Pexels, Dreamstime, and Adobe Stock. But there are a lot more. So we've identified, I think, 20 or more platforms that you can do this. But you can use a tool called Wirestock. So with Wirestock, you upload there, and then it will distribute to all of the other marketplaces on your behalf, okay? And that's just at wirestock.com, or sorry, wirestock.io. Now, if you want to get started and learn more about how to create awesome images, we have a Midjourney masterclass here on the channel. So I will link to that in the description below as well. And you can watch my masterclass on how to use Midjourney to make awesome images like these. It teaches you everything you need to know, okay? So let's dial in and look at the criteria of how good this side hustle is. So question 1, how fast can you start? Well, technically you can make 100 pictures in Midjourney, set up your Wirestock account, and upload your pictures in 2 to 3 hours. So within hours, you could be up, active, and rolling, okay? But now, realistically, you're not gonna get money coming in the door immediately, all right? Now, depending upon how much research you did, how much art you're submitting, and how much time you spend, it can take anything from 3 weeks to a full 90 days before you start seeing any money with this. So this one's beautiful in that you can start immediately, you can do it without investing a lot of time, but it takes much longer to get paid, okay? And that income starts to become passive. So you often hear about passive income. You upload the images and then you walk away. And people will use those images on the stock image sites, and you don't have to do anything else. So it does become passive income. So it's good in that sense. So yeah, upload it, come back in a month, and then you got $50 coming your way. That'd be pretty cool, right? So the question number 2, does it work well with AI? Absolutely it does. It's almost as if it was made specifically for it, right? Number 3, can a beginner do it? Yes. But you need to watch my Midjourney training. So make sure you watch my Midjourney training. Once you've done that, you've practiced, you know, you've cleared up your any confusion about Midjourney, you're up, running, off you go. Now, how expensive is this to start? Well, $10 for your Midjourney subscription. You can upload 100 images on Wirestock, and then after that, it's $12.99. So it's pretty inexpensive, okay? Absolute max. You're looking at about, you know, say your first month, an investment of just about $23, okay? Time. Can you do this on a part-time schedule? Now, out of all the side hustles we're going to cover today, this is the least time intensive. So this is the one you can do on the smallest schedule possible. Now, you do want to spend, you know, I don't know, say you're going to have to check in and spend 2 to 3 hours every month or so to check in on your work. after that, it's just how much time do you want to spend making images? And that's really up to you. So this does become a volume game. So you do want to upload lots of images. You don't think you're going to upload 10 images and then get rich. You definitely want to continue to upload images, and you just spend as much time as you have available making and uploading images. That moves us to idea number 3, that is AI graphic design, okay? As an example, here on my channel, we buy thumbnails from designers. In fact, we buy them on Fiverr every single week. So we're usually spending at least $50 or more for a really good thumbnail. Now, I'm certain that my designers are using AI. Like I see them, I see what they generate. I know they're using AI to do a lot of it, but we pay them as our vendor to do the work for us. Now, think about this. If you just can pull off 3 thumbnails, like the ones I myself am buying every single day, that's a $3,000 a month income. That's the math on that. And the beauty here is AI does all the heavy lifting for you. So if you're a complete beginner and you wanted to cash in on AI graphic design, then I would use Canva. So that would be my recommendation. I would use Canva, and Canva gives you millions of drag and drop templates that you can use to make high quality thumbnails fast. And there's a whole bunch of AI features built right into Canva now that can help you design just about anything. So this includes an AI image generator, kind of similar to Midjourney. It's not as good as Midjourney, but it's good. You have your text to video generator, which again is not as good as some of the other tools out there, but it serves the purpose. You got a background remover and a lot more. So with this, let's boil down the criteria on this one. How fast can you start? Well, you can learn how to design with Canva in one afternoon. So you will want to spend an afternoon going through how to use Canva. They have some amazing tutorials that teach you how to use Canva. Now, does it work well with AI? Yes, AI is built right into Canva. And so these designs are easy to do. 3, can a beginner do it? Yes. Again, one afternoon learning how to use Canva and you're good. You're ready to go. Now, how expensive is it? Well, with Canva, you need $15 to get started. That's the price of your Canva subscription. Can you do it part-time? Yes. Canva is easy. It's intuitive. You can make designs fast. You can make a thumbnail in 30 minutes to an hour at the most. So let's say you're doing 3 designs a day. So there you go. Anywhere between 7 and 15 hours a week is kind of what you'd spend, and you'd be making a nice income. All right, let's move on. Idea number 4. You can make ads using AI. I highly recommend this one. In fact, I'm in the market right now looking for someone to do ads creative for me. And so I am looking for a vendor to make my ads with AI right now. And I don't see a lot of people talking about this, but there are people making a lot of money using social media ads that were generated by AI. I myself am doing it. I create social media ads using AI. Here's an AI TikTok ad, by the way. So we have a lesson on how someone used an AI ad to make $97,000 on TikTok as an example. Now, I've also done training, by the way. So if you want to learn how to make AI ads, I've got a video right here on this channel. It's totally free that you can watch and learn how to make your own AI ads. They are very easy to do. So now, for this side hustle, you're not making ads for your own business. You're going to make them for other people's business. So what you want to do is find people that are currently advertising and sell them ads. It's that simple. You find people that are running ads on Facebook. And to do that, we use a tool. It's a spy tool called the Ads Library. Okay. So any business on Facebook, you just go find their Facebook page and you can go to the Ads Library. And you'll notice here, for example, you click on About and on the business page. You click on Page Transparency. You can see there. Click on See All. And you're going to see all the ads they're running. You can see every ad they're making. So when you see companies advertising on Facebook or you find any Facebook page, you can go do this research. Find companies that are actively spending money on ads. And then you just reach out to them and you say, hey, I see your advertising, but you need to make more ads. And this is true. In today's world, you must be putting constantly new creative, new ads, new videos, new images, and testing. And it's a pain. Let me tell you, I know that firsthand. And so you can step in and simply offer by messaging the page and say, hey, I'd like to make ads for you. And all you do is say, hey, I'll make you a free ad. That's your foot in the door. I'll make you one free ad. And you can try us out, see what you think. And if you like the ad I make for you, then you can sign up for my services. And it's really easy. You just you make them a new Facebook ad using the strategy that I put this video right here, up here, teaches you how to make the ad. Everything you need to know on how to make the ad is covered in this video. So watch that video, follow the instructions, make their ad, offer to do it for them for free. I mean, literally it will take you, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 30 minutes, I think. And then if they like the ad, you get them to pay you for all the rest of them. And depending on how much money they're spending, I mean, there are brands that are literally testing hundreds of ads constantly. So every week they're uploading dozens of new ads, and you can be getting paid for that. So you just give them the free ad, follow up with them, and then get them to sign up for your services and pay you for your ads. So this is the other AI side hustle. This is one that not a lot of people are talking about. That's why we've covered it here. It's something that, it's just not talked about. Now, let's move on to the criteria. So does it work well with AI? Yes. I teach you in that video how to do it with AI. Can a beginner do it? Yes. Just watch the video and learn how to do it. How expensive is it to get started? Well, you need ChatGPT, you need Midjourney, you need Canva. So that's about $45. So this is you do need a variety of tools for this. This is a little more expensive to get started, but it's $45. That's what you need to spend to get all of those tools. The other question is, can you do it part-time? Absolutely. I would say you could do this easily part-time on 20 hours a week or far less than that even, and you could win and be successful with it. All right. Next, on to number 5. That is the AI enhanced content writer. So you can find people right now on Fiverr and on Upwork who are paying a lot of money for written content. Written content like resumes, LinkedIn posts, cover letters, job description, advertisements, landing pages, blog posts, video scripts, even more. Here's a gig right here. This is a live gig at the time of recording this video. And you can see I will write email sequences for email lead generation. It's from $250. You can see he's got 466 5-star reviews. You can easily do this with AI. So let's do, again, some basic math. Let's say his prices start at $250. So even if, here, I'll bring the calculator out. I know it's in text there, but let's calculate it. So even if we do the cheapest price he's charging, and we know he's sold 466 times at least, that's $116,500 in revenue writing emails that can be written with AI. So in order to do this, you gotta know how to work with AI. If you don't do it right, you're gonna get poor results. The trick is in the prompting and the methods you use to work with the AI. So we can use ChatGPT for this. And I've done training. So there's training right here on the channel that will walk you through how to do this. So let's get to the criteria. How fast can you start? Well, you can learn this in a couple of hours, and you could be up on Fiverr the very same day. So it's just like any of the other side hustles that you see here. You do need to collect some reviews. If you're going to be selling your services on Fiverr, you do need to collect reviews. You will need to be cheap, very cheap, get some reviews, and then increase your pricing over time. And that'll be one of the things that kind of determines how fast until you're making serious money. But once you get a stream of reviews flowing, then you raise your prices, and that's when you cash in. Now, does it work well with AI? Absolutely. It's almost as if it were made specifically for AI, because you should. The funny thing is, they should be using AI to do it. They just don't know it, so they hire you instead. Can a beginner do it? Yes. You just watch my video and you'll be armed with all the info you need. It is inexpensive. So with this one, all you need is either a GTP, a ChatGPT subscription or Claude. And those are very cheap. In fact, you can probably even use the free versions. Can you do this on a part-time schedule? Yes. This is not a time-consuming side hustle. This is very inexpensive. Idea number 6 is quite interesting. It is producing AI presentations. That's right, slideshows, like slide decks and presentations with the help of AI. This guy right here was a pastor that we talked about at the beginning, living in rural Arkansas, and he makes $3,000 a week with his side hustle making slide decks and presentations. And you might notice here, what I've been scrolling through is actually not just a web page, it is a slide deck. You'll notice if I hit the presentation mode and then I go full screen, it's a complete slide deck, all made using AI tools. So the guy in this case study is doing this with ChatGPT, and he's using other tools and copying and pasting. But what we recommend is the tool that I made this very presentation with. This presentation is made in Gamma. So Gamma has a free version, which is what we use to make this. This is made in the free version. The pro version is only $8 a month. But you can also use Canva. So if you have Canva and you're already paying for it, you can make presentations there as well. Now, this one is quite unique. There's so many different ways that you can make presentations. You can make them for people that are having pitch decks, like our case study here of people that are trying to raise capital. You can make webinar slides. You can make content slide decks. There's an endless amount of different kinds of presentations and slide decks that you can make for people using this simple AI tool called Gamma. And then you can get paid handsomely for it in Fiverr. So how fast can you start? Well, a couple of hours at the most to learn how to do this. You could probably get your first sale on Fiverr that same day. Now, like any of these, you're going to need time to collect reviews. So if you're selling your services on Fiverr, same thing applies here. You are going to have to charge low prices at the beginning, collect reviews, and then raise your prices over time. Does it work with AI? Yes. We've actually made some brilliant looking presentations, and I've seen lots of people making awesome slide decks using these AI tools. A beginner can absolutely do this. Gamma is easy to use, and you can be off and running in literally the same day you start. And it's not expensive. So you can start for $0 with Gamma. And then even if you want to upgrade, it's only $8 a month, okay? And you could do this on a part-time schedule, no problem. Now, those are the 6 powerful ways that you can be doing a side hustle to make extra money on the side by leveraging AI and exploiting this gap in the marketplace where you can go to others who need these services and are willing to pay for them. In fact, I'm the same way. I buy many of these services myself. So you find people like me who are willing to pay you to create this stuff, and that is your way to leverage a little bit of time to make a nice side income. And I want to remind you, if you would like this deck, you want to be able to download this deck, all the resources, the prompts, the links to our video trainings and all of that, you'll see a link in the description below, and that will take you where you can get that absolutely free. And if you found value in today's training, tap that like button, give the like button some love, and tap the subscribe button. Become a subscriber to the channel. We release content targeting entrepreneurs to help you build, grow, and scale businesses and side hustles like today. And we release content all the time. Every week there's something new. And we do live streams where we will help you with your business. So subscribe to the channel. You'll see that down below. And my request for you is drop into the comments and let me know your biggest questions about side hustles. What do you have any question about if it's right for you, how to get started, more follow-up from the training that I just gave, or maybe you want me to do a deep dive into one of these 6 methods to show you step-by-step how to do it? Let me know in the comments, and I'll be looking down there and we'll adjust and answer your questions in our future videos. And with that, I will be wrapping things up. So thank you so much for spending time with me in this video today, and we will see you next time. Bye for now. All right, live audience, I'm not going anywhere. We're just doing that for the video recording. I think at this point, we're going to kick over to your questions. So if you have any questions at all about these AI side hustles, then please pop those into the chat now. And yeah, I want to also remind everybody that if you would like to partner with me, don't forget about tomorrow's presentation. And you have to click and go register for that. If you go to jobcrusher.com/let's-partner, you'll be able to register for that session that we're doing tomorrow at noon Pacific time. Yeah, with that, we'll be going to questions here in just a moment. I'm going to take a very quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with all of your questions, and then we'll be giving out the iPad and wrapping up today's show. So with that, we'll go to, let's see, I'm going to go to this commercial right here.
You can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business, or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called PushButton AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. PushButton AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with PushButton AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
All right, I should be back. Which, by the way, I am curious, how is the quality of today's stream? I don't know if you can, I know we've, in my move, somehow magically the quality of the stream, we moved the studio and now it's been pretty good quality. How about today? I'm curious from the audience. Has it been pixelated? Has it been nice and sharp and crisp? What's the quality of today's stream?
It seems like the camera's a lot better, like it's sharp and crisp, but there's a connection problem that for some reason every now and then is pixelating it. And this is from inside of StreamYard, not YouTube. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, so the camera settings are fantastic, but there's a bandwidth problem or something like that. Okay. And so, producer Nick, I want to ask on the for the contest, the giveaway we're going to do in a little bit. Should we use the last video? Is that what we're going to use? I guess we didn't talk about it, so I'm assuming we are. Yeah, that last one that went up. I'll drop the. Should I drop the link now? Not yet. Hold on to that. Yeah, so hang on to that. So we are going to be doing the giveaway first. We'll do Q&A. So we'll get to that. So, got any questions out there? Yeah, this is a good one. This is from the Mick, and this is on the AI stock images. And he says, is there anything that would help us find which images are searched the most or point us to the right direction? Yeah, I would think keyword research tools would be the place that I would go to see, and I would look for people who put in the word image or picture or illustration or things like that. And I'd be doing keyword research around those words. Because if they're searching for it in Google, chances are they're also searching for it on the stock image sites. That's what I was going to suggest.
Yeah, and there's probably a few other phrases, So first up, I'd probably go to ChatGPT and ask it, say, hey, I want to think of keyword phrases of people that are looking for images. What kind of searches would people type? And I would get that list from ChatGPT first, and then use that to then go into a keyword research tool and get some ideas.
Awesome. And another good question. This is from the BK Coach saying, how much do you charge for AI generated presentations? Do you charge by the slide, by the hour? What do you do?
Well, producer Nick, I know you did quite a bit of research on this. Did you notice any pattern on that or any description from that case study?
You just do packages. Like, I would tier it, have like a tier. Maybe you could do it by slides. Say under 20 slides, I'll make it for 50. 20 to 30 slides, I'll do it for 75. For more than 30 slides, I'll do it for 100. That's kind of an example. I wouldn't do like a rate, like $5 per slide. It just seems like gigs like that, it doesn't seem like those perform as well than the ones who just kind of break them into like 2 or 3 tiers. That's how I would do it.
Yeah, and I think that lends well to Fiverr. I mean, that's kind of Fiverr's whole like model is every Fiverr gig. You'll notice that if you haven't seen that on Fiverr, you'll notice that there's essentially 3 tiers, and it's usually on the right side of what you're looking at a Fiverr gig. You can click to see the different tiers, and so I like that. I like that recommendation. That's good.
On the presentation, on that question, and kind of on doing Fiverr gigs and Upwork gigs and stuff like that as a whole. What I've seen a lot of people do, because you do enough gigs, you'll kind of have like a template for what you're gonna do. The way I would do it is I would templatize it. I would probably, after doing enough gigs, I'd figure out, okay, I usually get these different 8 types of gigs. I'm gonna make 8 templates for each of these situations, and then you just fill in the blanks each time. When doing research on what all the Fiverr people are doing, that seems to be the most like effective way and efficient way to produce a high volume of orders. And it's really easy with slides. You just like put up a picture where it's just like change picture here, or change company name here, and all you have to do is fill in the blanks and switch it out each time. And she also has a follow-up question. The BK Coach, she says, are there any sites other than Fiverr that you recommend? Upwork is actually Fiverr should be number 2. In my opinion, I like Upwork better than Fiverr. So Upwork's number 1, Fiverr's number 2. Bill, are there any other suggestions or sites you can think of?
Yeah, I mean, I know there are Fiverr alternatives that people are using. I haven't personally used them, but what I recommend is just jump over on Google and just say Fiverr alternatives, and you'll probably get a pretty good list.
This is a specialized job board, and we're not using this to like make money as a freelancer. We're doing this I'm personally using this to find freelancers to help me with stuff. And it's a specialized job board related to like YouTube activities. It's ytjobs.co. So like think video editors, thumbnail editors, script writers, stuff like that. I'm looking for script writers on that website like right now. So depending on what you want to get into, I'm almost certain there's a specialized job board specifically for your specific use case. And I would recommend finding that. And just because there's so many different use cases and niches, there's going to be hundreds of these. So I don't have like a list handy, but I'm assuming it wouldn't be too hard to find depending on what your industry is.
Cool. What else we got?
All right. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, awesome. Well, then we're going to be giving out the iPad in I'll tell you all how you enter to win the iPad in just a minute. So this will be iPad or Android tablet number 3. 3 tablets in 3 weeks. We're being very generous in celebrating the growth of the channel here. So first thing I want to let you know, if you would like to win those, all channel subscribers are eligible. So make sure down below you'll see the red subscribe button. Make sure you're logged into YouTube and subscribe to this channel. So that'll be one of the things. It's really important you do that so that you can win the tablet in a little bit. So all subscribers are eligible. So make sure down below, tap that red subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you click the bell icon, by the way, and tell YouTube to send you the announcements, because YouTube will often hide the channel from you unless you do that. So yeah, you have to click the bell, tell YouTube you want to be notified, and make sure you get on the subscriber list. Cool. And then let's see here. Oh, I want to also plug Nizzly. So I think that is still our pinned comment in the chat. Let's see. It is. So you can click that link and you can go get your copy of the Money Wizard case. I got mine coming to my door. So I'm actually going to have a Money Wizard case on my phone, hopefully by the time we're back live next week. And so whether you get the Money Wizard case or you design your own, so whether like this one, I said a purple sunset in space. That's how I got this phone. So make your case, and next week I will be showing you how you can make a pile of money using Nizzly, right? But you need to get your case created. So make a cool looking case that you think, like something that you find appealing that you'd want to put on your phone, but also that you think others might find appealing. And then get that order in. I have a $10 off coupon that will get that for you just by putting in at checkout. If you type Bill and then 10, Bill 10, that's the $10 off coupon code. So get your case at Nizzly and support Dylan. Dylan, I'm sure would be very excited to see some orders flowing in. You'll be amongst the first in the public to actually buy a case from Nizzly. And then next week, I'm going to show you how you can make money with your own phone case. So that's that. And then I think anything else we got to cover, Nick, before we jump into the giveaway?
No, I think we're good to go.
Okay. All right. So then today's giveaway, we have the newest video on the channel. And for you to be eligible, you need two things. You're going to want to go to the link that producer Nick is going to pop into the chat in just a minute. You want to go to that link, watch the video. That is important. You need to watch the video. And then drop a comment and let me know. Let's see. What do we want to have you ask today? Let's see. There we go. So that video is about making money with AI, not as a side hustle, but almost more like a business. So there are 4 insane ways to make money with AI is what is on that video. So I want your biggest question after watch the video and then ask me your biggest, most important question about the content of the video. You drop that comment on the video and that's your shot at winning. And so we're going to use a tool. Producer Nick goes and taps on the tool, and it randomly picks one of our commenters, and you will win. So you will win either an iPad tablet or a Google, or an Android tablet. It's totally your choice, but that's how you do it. You watch the video and then ask me your biggest question about the content of that video, or even if you want to drop a comment and just tell me what you think of it. If you think it's an awesome video, you can do that too. But ask me your biggest question. Our comment picker will grab someone at random, and you will be the winner of the iPad or Android tablet. That's how you win. And producer Nick, can you drop that in there?
Yes. All right, it's in.
All right, cool. Why don't I see it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Took a second there. So There you go. That is the video link. You're going to want to go watch that video. Again, watch it all the way through. Drop your comment, your biggest question that you have about the contents of that video. And then we will be selecting someone We're going to give it a couple of hours. So a bit later this evening, producer Nick will go on and select the winner. So you need to go watch that now. Go check it out, drop your comment, and in a couple of hours, we'll draw the winner, and then we will announce it tomorrow. So we will let you know who the winner is, and then we'll make arrangements to get you your iPad. And that's how you win.
All right.
Cool. Well, then with that, I only had 2 dad jokes today, so or actually only 1. So I got to do another one. Let's see. Final dad joke of the day. And that's one we've done before. That one is really bad. Maybe I should ask the bad ones.
Do it. Yeah, you can't discriminate.
Okay, here's one that's actually pretty good. Ready?
Yes.
Why don't seagulls fly over the bay?
Why not?
Because then they'd be bagels.
I like. Oh, whenever. I don't know.
Audience,
I enjoyed that one. That one was actually so bad it was good. I guess that's like the essence of a dad joke. If you had to boil down, like,
it's so bad it like inverted and became good. Okay.
Yeah. So another strong 7. I liked that.
Okay, a strong 7. Good. Well, that's good praise. Audience, what do you think? All right. Well, on that note, producer Nick, thanks again for your help. And everybody else, don't forget, go get your case at Nizzly next week. You want it in your hand. So if you order today, get your case. You'll have it in your hand, ready to go next week. And I'm going to teach you how you can turn your phone case into money. So that is coming next week. But you got to have the case in your hand, and you got to get your order in. Pin comment in the chat. And on that note, we're going to head out of here. Thanks, producer Nick, once again. And everybody else, awesome hanging out with you today. We'll see you next time. A member of PushButton AI, then what are you doing? So I would like to invite you to a free masterclass. We're going to be covering in detail how to create an entire digital online course, an entire business, in fact, that can be set up 100% using AI. And if you'd like to attend that free masterclass, what you're going to want to do is head over right now to pushbutton.ai/free class. In that class, I'm going to show you how we can help 2 different kinds of people. Number 1, if you've got a business and you want to add training, courses, or information to your existing business as a new profit center, or maybe a way to add value to your customers, then I'm going to show you how to do a detailed 10-module training course, including 50 to 60,000 words of content. Have it set up and built for you by AI. Also, if you're trying to start your first business online and you're looking for a great business model to make some money online, then PushButton AI is the right solution. And I'll show you how you can use this amazing tool to build an entire business like that. In a snap, PushButton AI will build an entire course for you, create video training, audio training, write your sales page for you, write 30 days of emails for you, create your logo, build your website, set up your shopping cart, set the entire thing up, create a members area so that people can pay you to get access to the course, and you get to charge money and keep all the profits. It's quite easy. You answer 2 questions and you hit a button, and it literally does everything for you. A logo, a 30-day email sequence, your sales pages for selling your product. It creates the entire training course that you can charge money for. It installs your website, sets up your hosting, launches your site. It even helps you pick the perfect domain name, all powered by AI. You just literally log in and start up your brand new business. So attend the free masterclass. I'll show you a live demo of how it works. I'll explain the entire business model so you can see exactly how does it work and how do you profit. That's pushbutton.ai/free class. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. You'll see it down below the video down there somewhere. Hit subscribe, hit the like button. It actually will make sure that you're notified next time that we go live. We release content all throughout the week, by the way. So we have videos on additional strategies and tactics we'll be dropping to you all week long. Check out all of our useful content. Head over to pushbutton.ai/free class if you're not yet a customer. Every paying customer, we're going to be taking today's training. We'll take all the prompts, all the resources, everything that you need to use it, and we're going to put it in your paid members area. So you'll see it in your AI profits course inside your members area. On that note, I'll see you there. Bye for now.
You can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called PushButton AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. PushButton AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with PushButton AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
The presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had PushButton AI do all the work, didn't you?
that's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using PushButton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This PushButton AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
For those of you who are not yet a PushButton AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with PushButton AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top. Everything you need, from your domain name to your logo to videos to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, It writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, PushButton AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video, and the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our PushButton AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. You can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you, and hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business.